because you're an officer. Nobody does that.
We did not carry anybody.
The man took that. We will not allow because he was chief of numbers, and then you to carry land.
Sir, everything was acquired legally.
Will you stop
sir,
that?
You get
Will you stop that?
Sir, I'm an officer. I have integrity.
Shut up, your mouth. Put us.
Sir, not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir,
I was in school. You're not in school.
Sir, you can't shut
Will
me
you keep quiet? Get a big fool.
I'm not
You are a big fool.
I'm not a fool,
You
sir.
can shoot anybody like that.
Sir, I'm not
You
a
are
fool.
who are you?
I am not a fool, sir.
As at the time I graduated, you were in primary school.
I'm acting on order.
Take for which
You can't
order?
call me a fool.
And this, you will see whether you love me here.
Sir, you can't call me a fool.
Go
I'm
and
not
put up
a
your
fool.
mouth.
I'm an officer. I'm not a fool, sir.
Okay,
I'm
with
an
that,
officer.
so come on. You will have killed everybody here.
No, we won't kill anybody. We won't kill anybody. We are acting on orders.
Go and develop here. Let me see you.
Regular officer, you don't come and complain.
We are going to get out.
I'm not even seeing what you're recording. Hello, sir.
Director press.
Just come and prevent
Stop this here. Stop this.
How do I press him? How do I press him? This is not professional. It's not professional. Please. You can't be pressing the minister with this thing. It's okay.
It sounds so sarcastic hearing people who act unprofessionally talking about professionalism. So that was Minister Wike and military personnel having an argument over illegal land grabbing. I would say that Mr. Wike met his match. Yes, he met his match. When things like this are going on, we just have to sit back and watch the drama unfold. We have to sit back and enjoy the drama. Minister Wike has been collecting people's lands and demolishing buildings in Abuja, claiming that they were illegally acquired. There are ways you do these things. And for the records, Minister Wike has been doing it his own way. And now his team is talking about professionalism. Really? So you know what professionalism is? You know what it feels like or what it means to be professional? Besides, did I hear Minister Wike say clearly that as at the time he graduated, the military personnel was in primary school? So these are so-called leaders, are educated, and yet they do not act like that. Their education does not reflect in the way they lead, in the way they do things. They sometimes take laws into their hands, break the laws they make, and act anyhow like they are above the laws, and they are talking about education. Minister Wike, really? It is interesting to know that you are educated, but sometimes when you open your mouth and talk, you don't talk like someone who is educated. You sound so illiterate. The military personnel told you that the land was acquired legally and they were acting according to an order from above. And you were trying to shut him up. I'm just imagining if this person were an ordinary Nigerian, that is how the person would have lost the right to his own property. That is how the person would have forfeited his property to a so-called government official who thinks he has the power as a politician, as a minister, to do whatever he likes. That is the political rascality we are talking about. No, for a moment, just imagine if this person were an ordinary Nigerian, not a military personnel. That is how the person would have forfeited his property to Minister Wike. I can only imagine how many people he has forcefully collected their lands from them, claiming that they were acquired illegally. You can imagine. You can imagine. And he was trying to use his power as the minister of FCT to intimidate the military officer, telling him to keep quiet. He thinks it's by shouting at the top of his voice. These are the people who are supposed to lead by example. Instead, they let the power they have get into their head and they behave anyhow. And the world is watching. What a disgrace. Oh, how I love the way the military officer stood his ground. And by the way, that policeman was talking because he was standing beside Minister Wike. Who gave him the right to talk? Who told him he's supposed to talk when a military officer is talking? Does he not know the people he's higher than or the people he's on the same level with? A military officer is talking and you are talking because you are standing beside Minister Wike, who abuses power, who thinks he can do anything he likes because he is the minister of FCT. Anyway, I'm glad he met his match and he got to have a taste of his own medicine. Bunch of oppressors who are parading themselves as leaders after forcing their way into power. If not that some of these military personnel are now so corrupt that they no longer know their left from their right. Mr. Wike does not have the right to talk to a military personnel like that because they are more powerful. Do you know what it means to be a military personnel in Nigeria? They have more power than the government officials. But some of them have so underrated themselves by the way they act, by the way they behave, and rub minds unnecessarily with these politicians and so-called leaders acting according to their directives against the interest of well-meaning Nigerians who mean well for the nation.